Hey, Indiantown, it's me, Tony Z again. This afternoon I'm here with Councilwoman Susan Gibbs, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about her experience today. Miss Susan, as I don't know if you know it or not, but we put out several videos today. Have you seen any of them?
No.
You have not? Oh, okay. There was some excitement in town, as you know, and I was up there last night at 7:30, greeted some people. I came back at 10:30 and greeted some more people. Then I was up there. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. We were up there at 5:30. At 5:30, there must have been close to 200 people lined up at the Florida
Community Health Center. Yeah.
Florida Community Health Center. All
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And we were talking to a lot of the people. Now we left at about 7:30ish. I understand that after I was there, you came in and you were offering some Indiantown hospitality to our guests. I'd just like to hear your perspective of what was going on and what you did, and thank you for that.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. I was driving by at about 7:30 and saw the line, and I had the dog in the vehicle with me, so I brought her home, dropped her off so she'd be comfy for the day, and went back up. And I had the opportunity from about 8 o'clock till about 12:30 to interact with all the people that came out to Indiantown to try to be one of the few that were able to get vaccinated, to get their first shot, because it is a series of two, but get their first shot, their vaccination. It was interesting to talk with everybody and to see kind of polling and seeing where everybody came from.
Yes, ma'am.
When I started through the line from the front to the back, I would say that we had in Indiantown in that line, there were, I would say between 400 and 500 people. At 9 o'clock, I got there at 8 o'clock and started walking and talking to people and finding out where people were coming from. We had people coming from Broward County, Palm Beach County. There was some Martin County. Martin County, we had people from Hope Sound, Stewart, Jensen Beach, people from Okeechobee, and there were Indiantown people in there. The few that I talked with, I would estimate that there was probably between 20 and 30 Indiantown people in that line. And it was a line, yes, sir. At
7:30, when I had completed going around the building the last time, I had a count of 23 people from Indiantown.
23. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I would say that's a good count. But had the opportunity, because I was there, like I said, from about 8 till about 12:30. And it was a very nice experience in the look and the scheme of things, because everybody was very patient. Everybody had a good attitude.
I found the same.
Yeah, and in the morning there was a little frustration, but I found that talking with people to let them know, I think the frustration is not knowing. And so talking with people as I would get information, would be able to get around and people would ask, well, do they have any more? How long are they going to run? Are we able to get in? Because they, like I said, they had come out and they had handed out 200 cards to the people and the paperwork. And it was very well organized. I kept encouraging people to have patience, that this was the first event that had been done like this in Indiantown, put on by Florida Community Health Center. So I think the Florida Community Health Center, they deserve all sorts of recognition in the Herculean effort that they put forth in order to get that many people through by about 4 or 4:30 when they did. And I understand they were able to get a few more than the 200. And there were people still lined up. They did the 200. There were still over 100 people that stayed all day in the hopes of they would be a few of the ones that would be able to get a few more. And I think that Florida Community Health was able to get a few more in.
I checked with them and they confirmed 240 inoculations at 4:30 today.
And they were very well organized because they were taking people in 10 at a time.
Yes.
And process them, have them wait, and that's the way that they were doing. So it was a nice experience. I am glad that we were able to have that in our community. But going forth in the future, I think it was a little frustrating that there were not more Indiantown people able to, and I was able to talk to the people from Indiantown, and I think that is a frustration.
I believe that at 7:30 when I ended, I found that the major frustration for most of the people was the fact that they didn't have any further information on the count and what was happening and how it would work.
Yes.
It did get a little crazy. At one point we had 4 squad cars out there because people were parking on 710. So the hospitality part. I know these people were cold. A lot of them were saying they were very cold and probably hungry after being there all night.
The interesting thing, people came prepared. They had their chairs. They knew that it was going to be a wait. Some people, had their waters. Other people had the granola bars. At about 11 o'clock or so, I ran down to Dunkin' Donuts, and I got 3 of the boxes of Joe and came back because it was starting to get a little windy, starting to get a little cool. And we're talking, the people that were in line were 65 and older and healthcare workers.
Yes.
Majority of them were 70. We had, I think, somebody that was like 90, 91.
Okay.
So these people were, it wasn't real comfortable as the day progressed and it got on. And like I said, the wind picked up and it was getting a little bit cooler. People were kind of huddling, so was able to go get some boxes of Joe and able to get around a little bit and talk with people, and they were so appreciative to grab a small cup of coffee and help them through the day.
So yeah, I know I need that coffee. So, hey, Miss Susan, thank you very much for what you've done. Thank you for representing Indiantown as you did. I'm sure that it left a good taste in there.
Everybody seemed very appreciative and seemed to have very good thoughts about Indiantown. So
Wonderful,
nice.
Wonderful. Well done.
Thank you, John.
All right.
Appreciate it.
There'll be more coming. Stay tuned.